Good morning, everybody. Today is it's the last Friday before the 4th of July, and I got this tablet. It was the Digiland. See there? It's the Digiland tablet DL700D, and I bought it at Best Buy in June of 2014, and it was working just fine for how many years? So let's see, what year is this? For about 4.5 years. So it would be just about 5 years old now. I'm double checking my math to see if that is correct. Okay, so it was let's see, June of 2014. It would be 5 years old right about now. And it is 5 years old, of course. I mean, it still exists. But so this tablet was fine for 4.5 years, and the way this tablet worked was, you could get a you could charge it up through the USB port, but you could also charge it up through an additional port, and it came with a little charger, so that would let you use the USB port for something else at the same time while you're keeping it on charge or running it from a household current. Now, this battery, though, I charged it up what happened was, we got this charger that came with it, and the cable frayed, so it got like shorted out, and then we basically we ordered like a replacement from I don't know, off of the internet, like Amazon, I'm pretty sure, and it was fine, you know, and everything was fine, but I didn't use it that much because it was just inferior. I mean, it never really changed while it was good, but it was just a very, very slow tablet. Like, it would get stalled on YouTube videos. It only had like 2 gigabytes of what do you call that? ROM, if you can believe it. No, it had 4 gigabytes of ROM, which is random access memory. You know, some tablets have like 8 or 16, 32 or 64 gigabytes of ROM, not random access memory. That's the other one. I'm sorry. So anyway, but this one was really, really like low in like memory. It was an early tablet in history, and it had, you've heard of like a quad core tablet or an octa-core tablet. This was only a dual core tablet. It only had 2 cores. It was really, really primitive. It was the cheapest tablet I could get anywhere, and it was around $50. Sometimes it went on sale, but it was, when I bought it, it was around a $50 tablet. I think I got it for like $49.99 plus tax, but it went down after I bought it. It went on sale for like around $45 or even $40. But the point is that this tablet was fine. I mean, it was a good tablet in a lot of ways. The screen resolution was 800 by 480, which is a bit weird, but it was just a fine little tablet, and it has camera front and rear and stuff, and you know, it was working just fine. It would probably work just fine, but so I wasn't using it that much over the very recent years because I had bought Samsung tablets, and you know, I was using those and stuff. But I charged it up one last time. I thought I'll charge it up, and it got really, something was weird about it. I don't remember what it was, but it was like hot, and I think it was hot, but it was just not holding its charge very well. And so I thought, well, heck, I'll just stop using it. So I laid it aside, but then I noticed it started bulging. Okay, so it was really bulging, and I couldn't figure out what was up. I thought, oh boy, I better never charge this thing up again because it might start a fire in the bedroom. And if you can see this thing, this is a bulging battery in here. Let me get down there and show you. Look at that. My goodness. And it started bulging so bad that it became all detached all by itself, except for one little corner, I think was still glued or something. And then I just pried that off last night. But the only thing that's connected to the other side of this is that's the speaker. Okay, that is the speaker where you hear sound when you're not using headphones. And this was a very nice little tablet for using headphones, by the way, you know, those little earphones. But other than that, everything else is attached to the other side. And I've looked at it, and this apparently says SanDisk, so this is probably the built-in memory, and it would also take an SD card. But look at the way this thing is bulged. That's a bulging battery if I've ever seen one, and it's the first time I've ever seen this happen on a tablet. Okay, this battery, look at that. That is bulging way, way out. And I would never want to start a fire in my bedroom with this, so it's like huge hugely bulging. And I guess you could get a replacement battery and hook it up and put this thing back together and it'd work just fine, but it was a very slow tablet. But isn't that weird? It's like this bulging battery here. Like if I were to try to put this, look at that. If I were to try to put this together, it wouldn't go together because it's got this bulging battery. Look at that sitting there. So what do you think about that? Isn't that amazing? So I don't know if I've told you everything you should know about this thing, but you know, if I took it back to Geek Squad at Fairview Heights and asked them to change the battery or repair it, they probably wouldn't be able to do anything. It's got some stuff of my own on the memory, which I could just pry out and then destroy this thing, but this should never happen with a tablet. I'm telling you, people. And I hope it never happens with one of my Samsung tablets, but they seem to be doing fine. And but this Digiland, this is not what I would expect from any tablet. And I don't know, the charger, like I said, we got a replacement charger, and it might have been just like 0.1 amperes higher than the original. Like the original had an output of something like 2 amperes, but this one had an output of like 2.1. But when we bought it, it said it was rated for Digiland. That's how we even found it through searching. I said, you know, I looked for a replacement charger for Digiland tablet, and it gave us, the search came up with this and some others, but we chose the one we got. So now we have this thing, and it is just really bulging, folks. So this should never ever happen to you, and I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks.